Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Untitled Chapter, your home for Crypto TA. I am your host, The Wolf, and today we're gonna be looking at Bitcoin trying to hold supports. Now, if you're catching the stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and the bell. That way you will be notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us whenever the stream is done, join us on the Discord. Links will be going out here shortly. How's it going, guys? Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me tonight on an awesome Tuesday night, man. What is in store for us here in crypto, man, right? Are we out of the stagnating mood? No. Is it more of the same? Kinda. We are at a critical area where if we don't hold for Bitcoin, it could spell trouble for the crypto markets, right? So with that said, I'm going to be posting these links here real quick, and we're going to move on to look at the charts, right? And he says, you said Tuesday night. What did I say Tuesday night for? Is it Tuesday night today? It's Monday. Maybe, I'm not sure. Yesterday I said Tuesday night? Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe. I'm lost in the week, dude. I'm here tonight. That's all that matters. I'm not sure what you said by Tuesday night. Maybe I said Tuesday night. I'm not sure. Maybe I said I was going to be here Tuesday night. Jake, what's up? Loomis, how's it going, man? Todd, hola. And I think that's everyone so far. So let's get going here with market cap. Again, stagnation, right? We had the bullish divergence. Not there yet, man. We've met that 20. We rejected it, right? Already today. I remember what I said, what's going to happen. We're going to keep on moving sideways. That 20 is going to come out. It's going to meet us. We're not above that 20 yet. You get above that 20 here on the daily for market cap. And then we start talking about something else happening. But for now, positive momentum. Nothing on the bearishness. Last time we had a strong bullish. We're just failing to break, right? We're failing to break with strength to the upside. And let's go check out Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin 19,750. Man, that's support, right? 9,666. We already bounced from it. So we're gonna check as soon as this chart loads that this is true. Look at it. All right, look at the low. 19,675. We have it at 19,666. So that's close enough. Just a couple dollars off. And hitting support, right? So we're trying to find support. Bitcoin, again, is just stagnating. Again, still moving down. Like I said, that 20 is going to keep on moving down. We're going to meet it. And then we're going to see where we're going to go. But neutral at 35.79. And we know that some alts might be trying to take advantage of this and pump a bit more. That's why we see a positive market cap, but Bitcoin's struggling. And we know Bitcoin's going down right now about 0.29% on the daily. And alts are just rallying by 0.55. That tells us, again, like I said, that some alts are trying to do their own independent thing. As you know, just Bitcoin keeps on struggling. So on the daily, there's really nothing else happening. Right? Even if we were to draw a resistance line, and I'm just going to go from top to top again, we try to break it. Right, but we're not going full on bullish. So I mean, if we go with the wicks, it's the same story, right? So again, it's just stagnation land. Gotta move somewhere. Gotta wait for a break to happen. Right? We've talked about this. We need to hold at 9,666. If we don't, could be trouble. Here we had that bullish divergence that helped us pop again. But were we not to have had this bullish divergence, it could have been a lot of trouble for us, and we could have seen a massive movement down. Now, we had expansion of the Bollinger Bands to the downside. If you remember, I said we could move sideways until we meet those that 20 moving average and then see what we do there. Could hit it and move back down again. We're not out of the woods. We are not out of the woods yet, my friends. Trust me, I'm a wolf. I'm still in the woods. Let's go check out the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart. Andrew, what's up, dude? All right, so again, look at that, just bouncing at that 19,666 at support, right? Failing to get above the 20. Look at this, we're just getting sandwiched between that 20 and that resistance, right? So we are making a down-sloping triangle of sorts, right? And that down-sloping triangle could lead to break to the downside, right? They do tend to break down. So again, it would not be extremely weird if we see us breaking down again, but we're at support, and that support is holding. We're at that supply zone. Todd brought it up on I think it was Friday or Saturday, one of those streams. I think a Friday night, and yes, we established that we were at the support line, right? At the support, I think he was a little bit higher. It was around the 19,800s. But you know, we knew the supply zone around these levels, and what we see is that we're rejecting getting above that area, and it's not the best, right? Even in this 4-hour candle, we're still moving below. So nothing on the bearishness, right? Again, still coming in lower on the RSI, lower on the MACD. Again, on the bullishness, not quite so, right? Coming in lower, more negative, lower still. So let's go to the 1 hour and see if we have anything there. All I'm seeing here is just tightness of the happening, tightness of the Bollinger Bands, downsloping triangle weakness in general could lead to sell-off, right? 1 hour chart. Look, we had the bullish divergence, remember? You remember? That was yesterday. We were here yesterday on the candle somewhere around here. Right, and we're trying to stay above that 20. And we failed, and we came back down to 9,666, like we said we could. And in general, like I said, we're just seeing weakness. It's just weakness in the market. Look at that. Try to pump, and then bearish engulf immediately in the next candle. Right? That is an undoing of the previous candle. It just basically raises it and tells us, no, we're not ready to go higher. At best, we're looking for moving down. And we tried. But, you know, the support, again, saying also, no way, you bears are going to drive us down. And we're starting to see some of that push happening. So, again, it's an interesting area that we're at. And I've talked about this, right? I've talked about this plenty of times. Breaking below at 90,600s. Trouble for Bitcoin, right? Because you moved to 17,000s. So, again, neutral at 47.32. Some water. Some Vasa. All right. Now, with that said, was there anything bearish here? Not really. Look, high, lower high, higher high, right? High, low, high. High on the other side, lower on the other side, higher on the other side. So the moves are the same, right? So if we were to draw them, it's like, here's the same. It's like, and then here's the same. Like, right? So, yeah. We're not creating anything bearish here. We're also, I don't think we have anything bullish. Low, higher low, negative, less negative, low, high on the other side. So we're really not creating anything bullish or bearish. We're just stagnating, and we're fighting for the zone tooth and nail. And losing it's not going to be pretty. It ain't gonna be pretty, man. All right, let's go to the Ethereum. Ethereum at 1,600. See Ethereum taking advantage. 1.25% to the upside. Look at it, champs. Ethereum Kangs, right? Ethereum Kangs. How's this project doing, man? How's this Rare Ape Yacht Club? It's still 0.62. Ah, it's dropped in value. It sucks. Go back to the above 0.6 Ethereums, you APEPES. Which again, if you think about it, it's just netting itself against the market. You know, the double exposure by holding an NFT, it's basically netting itself against the market. So, Ethereum on the daily, we didn't have anything here. We still have nothing happening, right? There's really nothing else to look at here. However, we're rejecting 1,674. So again, our supports and resistance are spot on. Remember, 20 moving average. We're meeting it yesterday. We have something here in the smaller timescales. It looks like it's some kind of bearishness. Let me get rid of this. Looks like we're looking for something bearish here. Just gonna send it back there, and we're gonna catch it in a second. Right? So not a lot happening here on the daily. It's just chilling. It's trying to climb. It's taking advantage of Bitcoin's chilling. But we know that when Ethereum starts to take off after Bitcoin's chilling, like the Bitcoin maxis get their panties up in a bunch, and all of a sudden we have Bitcoin sell-off. So they are like, oh, no, how is the market going to be doing better than us? Screw everyone. We're going to tank the market so everyone else falls with us. And then, you know, Bitcoin drops like 5%, and Ethereum is like dying, right? It's dropping like 8%. Maybe 6%, 7%. It still drops a little bit stronger than Bitcoin. So it would not be weird that seeing that Bitcoin stagnating and that we're seeing some kind of weakness, that we see Bitcoin drop, and then we see Ethereum like really follow through with that drop with a little bit more strength, right? Because it's gonna probably lose whatever it's gaining plus, you know, whatever Bitcoin's losing. So neutral, right? There's neutral on the other side at 51.51. Very mellow, nothing crazy. Let's go check out the 4 hour, man. On the 4 hour, we had the hidden divergence again, move down sideways. That was fine. We're still below the previous high, and look at that spot on hit of our resistance, 1,674, highest point, 1,673.90. All right, that's, you know, within cents. We are within cents, right? Within the dollar, and nothing bearish here, right? Maybe some hidden bearish here, but it's just not yet confirmed because it's this 4 hour candle and we haven't closed it, right? So until we close this candle, we're gonna confirm this. But for now, it's kind of there. Might not be there by the time the candle closes. But, you know, I think this is what's putting pressure on the price. And part of the reason that we're seeing some of that resistance happening. Also, the fact that Bitcoin is showing massive weakness. Here, we don't see what Bitcoin did, right? Maybe the 1 hour is going to have it, but it's not undoing it as strong as Bitcoin did. If you remember, Bitcoin had this massive green candle and then bearish engulf on the next candle. We don't have that here in Ethereum. It's trying legit to hold. Now, we had the bearishness here when we looked at it, and that was yesterday at 7 p.m. So we're here live at the 9 p.m. candle. Look at what happened here, right? Moving down, right? So our call, good. We're on target. We moved down and sideways, right? Bearish divergence, strong move down below 20. Then we recovered, right? But we didn't have anything bullish for this recovery, right? Low, higher low, negative momentum, less negative momentum, and low on the RSI to a higher point on the RSI. So just, you know, like I said, if Bitcoin stagnates, we're going to see all this move. And that's what we saw yesterday. And we're seeing all this move. We're seeing Ethereum try to take advantage of that. So massive moving up, going over bought right now. Just hitting bought at 65.06. Nothing bearish. Look at this, going higher, more positive momentum higher on the other side. So there's really not a lot going on for Ethereum as far as some like of the technicals that we could look at. If anything, we are going much higher. I would have loved for this move to have stopped maybe somewhere around here, right? 1,600, 1,639. Don't need to be greedy, man. That move there would have set us up for a cup and handle, right? We would have had a nice cup formation, and then we're going to start on that handle. But now the lips are not matched, and we need to get a 30% rally from the bottom to the top. I don't think we would have met that criteria. But even without that rally, being that this is crypto, I think we would have had a nice cup formation, and then we could have tried to play this as a cup and handle, right? There's lower areas that Bitcoin must retest. Yes, I agree. I think Bitcoin could drop all the way to gaps, to close gaps. And we're going to go talk about them gaps right now. So, you know, we talked about. Look at this Bitcoin on the daily, man. Look, we haven't fully closed the gap at 18,420, right? We kind of went there, but we missed it, right? We missed it by a bit. And that move was way back here, right? That was way back here on June the 30th. We dropped, but like I said, we didn't quite touch that zone, right? We were a bit off, a couple dollars off, maybe $100 off or so. But, you know, some people are going to say, well, if that's a close, if it's $100 and $18,000 move, that's fine. Whatever. There's also gaps to the upside that we must close. There's 1, 2, 3 gaps that need to get close to the upside. However, Bitcoin, just going to get these on log scale so we can look at this a little bit better, has a gap back here that we haven't closed, and that gap is at 9,655. Bitcoin never came back down to close this gap. I think it was a breakaway gap, just as I thought this was a breakaway gap that we were never going to close, and now we're moving back down to close it. So I stand corrected. I no longer think this is a breakaway gap. We are moving back down to close, and if we do close this one, and we do a retreat like we said Bitcoin could do, right, 80, 83, 86% from all-time highs, we could definitely try to close this gap. Right, so we know there's gaps down there. We know there's moves down there. Let's change charts to this and hide the Bollinger Bands, because the Bollinger Bands screw everything when we look at it. I just gotta wait for it to load. There we go. Bollinger Bands are hidden, and we've talked about this chart plenty of times in the past, right? The Bitstamp chart, the one that has the most data on it. And we already measured from the high point, right, to the low point, 86%, right here, 83%. So from the high point to the low point, 83%. We already established this, and we said, wait, if this is to repeat itself, then from the high point, right, and look at 86% drop, look at where we're at, man, 86, right, 86 and change, 9,300. Even if I just try to go to 86 on the dot, It's still 9,500, right? And look, 85%, 85.98. As close as I can get right now, just by moving this 9,681. So our gap at 9,000s could get filled by Bitcoin taking the drops that he has taken in the past from all-time highs to lows after breaking its parabolic advances. With that into consideration, any gap from there to an 83%, which I think is up here, maybe somewhere around here. Yeah, 12,000, I think it is. Up to 12,000. Yeah, 11,700, right? That zone from, 12K to 9,500, it is an area that Bitcoin could target, and we could probably establish that we are hitting, the bottom of the market, and we could start look for, the next cycle to begin. However, we could plateau at that area for a while. That is if that move is to come. And this is just by looking at historical data, right? How Bitcoin has dropped from the high to the lows on the previous parabolic advances, right? So with that said, Bitcoin could be in for a lot more pain, and just crypto in general could be in for a lot more pain. We shall see. So Andrew said ERG. Let's go check that one. Ergo. $5.05. All right. It says recovering nice here, Andrew, dude. I think if you would have gotten in a while back, you would have done beautifully. We're doing since July 13, man. That's an awesome rally here, right? We had the bullish divergence, talked about it. We haven't been here since. Can't remember when we last looked at Ergo, to be honest, but we probably had already taken this rally. Like, if we had taken this rally when we looked at it, we probably talked about flagging, right? And be due for a pullback and things like that. Look at that beautiful flag for continuation, man. Ergo, 200% from the low on, June 14th. Not bad. There is strong bearish divergence developing against the RSI, so maybe some flagging could be in store for this, right? Starting to see some stagnation, maybe some of that movement down coming in. Trying to, chill for a bit, cool off. Get the next flag before the next move up. And then we have that second bearish divergence developing in that next pull, which might not be as strong as this one. And then we can start talking about maybe breaking down after that second or third divergence that we would be developing, right? So bearish divergence strong against the RSI, not against the MACD, overbought at the 79.99. And this is what bear dreams are made of, right? You have strong bearish divergence while being completely overbought. That is a recipe for an action to a downside move. We could start to see this definitely try to cool off, just like we saw it cool off here, right? Here we didn't have the bearish divergence. Now we have it. And again, when you look for bearish divergence and you are overbought on your RSI, that is telling us that we could be looking for sell-off, right? For this to cool off. It's telling us, man, we're overbought. Plus, you have bearish divergence. It just tells you that you're looking for a trend reversal while you're completely overbought. We must be looking for a movement down, right? That is how I would be reading this and how I'll be approaching this, right? Now it's crypto, everything is possible. And if Bitcoin tanks, definitely this is going to go down, right? Particularly if we see a Bitcoin movement down, we might start to see this also come through with that movement down. 4-hour chart, bearish divergence, strong as well against the MACD and against the RSI. Look at this, boom, right? There's one. And here's two, right? So here's one, and then here's the other one, right? There we go. Bearish divergence, strong potential for action to the downside. No longer do we have it on the daily. We also have it on the 4-hour chart. And again, that is just telling us that the daily is telling us we're probably going to move down. Also, the 4-hour chart has strong bearish divergence while being overbought, right? Not just like daily, the 4-hour as well on a smaller time scale. So we could be looking for a movement down in the market, maybe start to consolidate around this level, right? Get some movement down, maybe get some flag going on before we get the next pump, man. All right, let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour, it's against the RSI, against the MACD. There is a small break. We're gonna call it an island fart. I'm not sure what I should call it, but it's like a small island fart that happened when we were moving down here, and we had this small bloop, like, yeah, small pop there of pressure, getting rid of the bearish divergence that I could have drawn, because now with that is a valid point, and I cannot go high to low and then low to high, because then it just matches. But on the shorter move, on the shorter move, right, here we don't have it on the RSI. Look at the RSI is going higher, right? So here, low to high, the spikes. And then here we have the small move happening. And then we could also say, look at this. We have some bearish divergence strong on this last itty bitty move. And this could be leading us to actually the downside. And now we're starting to move down, right? 2 red candles. We're trying to undo some of that. Are we going to be able to undo it? Are we going to be able to shake it off? We don't have anything else that is bullish here. Last thing we had, hidden bullish. And that was about it. So, all right, hidden bullish divergence. Now we have that bearishness. So we have bearishness on the daily. We have bearishness on the 4 hour. We have strong bearish on the 1 hour. So it's just strong bearish all over the place. That, that is a trifecta. You have bearish divergence on 3 different significant timescales, all strong bearish divergences, all telling us that, the trend could be weakening, and they're all happening while we are overbought, right? Here we're also anchoring to an overbought area. So we could, in theory, be looking for moving down. That is what I would be taking from this chart, right? It's just bearishness, 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 moving down, moving down, moving down on all 3 timescales. We haven't made anything bullish here. At best, a movement down where we could flag, make a significant flag here on the 4 hour maybe, or even a significant flag here on the daily before we look and resume a movement to the upside, right? So I think the chance of it breaking down are higher than the chances of it pumping, right? Particularly if you see that this has pumped significantly since the 13th of July. Now something, and I'm not gonna say this is the move, but something that we could be looking at here. And I'm just gonna have to take a quick measure from here to here. All right, look at that, 96% rally, right? Before we start to get this formation. Now, it's not the prettiest, and it would not be the prettiest looking cup and handle. I think bar-wise, we are okay. We have enough bars for this cup and handle formation. And if we start to move down right now, we could be looking at, look at this, how nice. We could start looking for that lip, right? And this lip, it's kind of where this lip is. It's not too far off. So this could start to make a cup and handle. Now, it's not going to be a cup and handle until, we get that movement down and we determine that is within a 50% move from the lip. And we're just going to call the lip this to the bottom here. And it just has to come down to at $3.35 or stay above that zone as we try to move down. And then as soon as we start to move up, then we can start target to the upside, right around 30, that's 34% we're looking at as a pump from the lip. Once we start to make that rally, and then we're gonna get our real targets, right? Because once we start to rally, then we can anchor, right, from the lip to whatever it is that we stopped and start to retrace, right? And then we start to look for a move. So let's say if we just go here, right, then our targets are here, right? The 1618, 2618, and 3618. So with that into account, I think Ergo could be setting up for something interesting after, particularly if it gets moving down. If it flags, it's not going to be creating a handle. It could just be setting up for the next movement up. So the cup and handle is going to be out of the question. Now we're going to be looking at something else. We could be looking at a 3 rising valley pattern by then, right? Depending on how it moves. But interesting look at Ergo. Andrew, thank you very much for this one. And War says Solana. All right, so let's go check out Solana. All right, here's Solana. One quick second. All right, Solana. We have all right, last time we were looking at Solana, I can't remember the exact date, but August the 3rd. That's the last thing I have. Bullishness moved up on that, so that's fine. Then we would have created some bearish divergence strong. So I think, if we would have looked at this afterwards, we could have told. Ooh, look at that. I pasted the Discord link. All right, so if this is the case, then you know we had this move afterwards that created strong bearish divergence. I was not sure we were here to look at it, or it didn't get requested, but there is bearish divergence strong on this move, right? So there we go, strong bearish moving down. So what's happening afterwards, right? On this move, we're coming in lower with more negative momentum and lower still. Even here, low, lower, low again, more negative momentum and lower still. If anything here, I think, and it's a big I think, man. I think there's something here in the 4 hours where we could have some bullish divergence for the small pop that looks like Solana wants to take. Now we're also rejecting the 20 moving average, which I think is an interesting zone, and neutral 41.02. So let's go here, man, and see off. Let's see this, man. So what do we have here? Is there a divergence here? Do we create it? Look at it. We did. We did create bullish divergence strong. So we had looked at it here for bullish divergence, and we popped a vid. That's fine. And then look at this here, right? So this is a move I was highlighting, and the anchoring for this move comes from here. Right? Bullish divergence strong. Potential for action to the upside. Now we did take a small pop, but failing. We're mainly moving sideways, and I just think it's come with crypto in general. The whole crypto market is doing the exact same thing. The whole crypto market is just moving sideways, right? There's really not a lot happening right now, but it's sideways motion for the most part, except for, Ergo, which, just went ballistics. But here, trying to come up higher. If anything, bearish divergence strong on this last itty bitty move. And again, this is a big if still. We don't know if this is going to take us down yet, but it looks like we're starting to reach some kind of peak, particularly with the pullback. Look at how much wick we have to the candle body. That just tells us that there's some sort of weakness there. We tried to rally, but we weren't strong enough to support any of those levels, and we were quickly pushed back by the bears. Right. So again, bearish divergence strong, potential for moving down on the 1 hour. Going up higher, more positive momentum higher. Still, there's really nothing bearish here. Here, it just looks like a Bitcoin candle. Large green body. And then here, like Ethereum, we move down, but we're holding, right? Gaining 1.34%. Again, is one of those alts that are saying, Bitcoin, since you're taking a chill, we're going to rally. Right? That is what I'm seeing here. So coins taking a rally while Bitcoin struggles a bit. Now, I'm going to actually zoom in here and see that this is actually matching. I do believe we are going to have this hidden divergence here, hidden bullish. Oh, look at that. Bullish divergence hidden. Action to the upside. Maybe sideways motion. Pop, got above the 20. Supported and pump farther up. Nothing bearish happening for now. Looking okay here on Solana, actually. Again, Solana doesn't have anything else going on right now. There's nothing bearish for it to move down. I think that's why the move wasn't as strong as Bitcoin's, right? Bitcoin was just moving sideways and tried to pop. Solana was actually trying to rally before that happened. And I think that some of that strength got preserved, and we didn't get that pushback like Bitcoin had, because Bitcoin just really, really moved down there in the move. Look, Bitcoin just moving sideways and then undid that gain. And I think the part of the reason that Bitcoin undid more and bearish engulfed is because Bitcoin was moving sideways. Solana, on the other hand, was already looking for an upwards motion, just like Ethereum. Ethereum was also looking for some upwards motion. I think some of that, momentum to the upside that we were carrying helped us preserve some of the gains we had and not lose so much on the movement down, right? So that's that. All right, we're gonna check out Cody here in a second, guys. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like, hit the bell, and if you're new to the channel, hit the MF and sub. All right, let's go check out Cody. Cody and my friend Cody. All right, Cody at 9 cents, 9 point, what are we at here? 9.38. All right, let's go to the daily. Rejection of the 20. Not the best move. Lower, more negative momentum, lower still. Some bullish divergence here. Some bullish divergence. It's just minor, but it's there. And that's it. There's really nothing bearish coming through right now. High, lower high, positive, high, low. The only thing we have is this bullish divergence. We're popping, sorta, not the strongest pop, but we're trying to pop at least more than Bitcoin is. Hitting that 20 and then rejecting, right? So what we said with a lot of the projects is holding kind of through here. Not as true as it is with Bitcoin though, right? Bitcoin, we said, we're going to move sideways until the 20 meet us. Here, we were moving sideways, but we did try to go for the 20. Now we're rejecting it. And if this rejects the 20, could be a good estimate of what was going to happen when Bitcoin meets the 20, right? We might also get a rejection there and move for a farther sell-off. So 4-hour chart. Let's move in here again. Bearish divergence strong. It's extremely evident that we are moving higher. And this is here dropping in momentum, right? So bearish divergence strong action, downside dropping below 20 and struggling right here. We went up to meet it, now we're rejecting it. Not good. That could lead to a farther movement down. I think part of the reason that we're holding and part of the reason that we back tested that 20 is because we have this here hidden bullish. Now there's really not a lot going on against the RSI. Hidden bullish again, doing its job, trying to get us to hold sideways, meeting the next resistance, the next immediate resistance. That's a 20 moving average. Now here we have bearish divergence that just looks like it's compounding. And by compounding, I just mean it is just happening once and it's happening again right after. So we have one here, and then the second one I'm actually gonna have to check here against the RSI. Sorry, against the MACD. Against the RSI, it's just gonna be the one move. It just comes from up here and it just goes all the way down there, right? That's it. Bearish divergence. Here, there's a small break here that I'm going to choose to ignore, and then there's just another small break here that I'm going to choose to ignore because they're almost non-existent. Right? They're fractions. So, if not, I mean, I would ignore this one definitely, and it would be here, and then from here to here, right? So again, it would just be about the same. But just for ease of charting, we're just going to draw them as one, and then this is just going to go in as one and say there is bearish divergence strong, moving down. I know, look at that. Oh man, and now we're trying to get a small rally coming through. But, you know, bearish divergence hidden. And that bearish divergence hidden is putting pressure on that price immediately, and it's making it drop to 20. And we're trying to hold it. It's fine if we hold it. We could be looking for maybe some kind of recovery to continue, but right now it's just not looking super hot for crypto in general. Don Juan, what's up? I think alts, like I said, are going to keep on moving, and they're going to try to keep on making progress as, you know, Bitcoin is just struggles basically, right? All right. So what else? Large 050 long at 20,150. You're a genius. So glad. Awesome. Congrats. I hope you made money on that. So let's something here. Let's see what else. I'm not sure what else we have to look at. I don't think there's really a lot else going on right now as far as requests. So yeah, like I said, guys, this week I'm taking it chill. I'm taking it chill. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm planning to do for the channel. Today I had to go actually and do some other stuff. I can't just take a chill day, man. Like I'm nuts or something. I just want to take some days off where I don't do anything and I end up doing a lot of stuff throughout the day. I ended up going to 2 virtual kitchens to see some investments that I want to make on restaurant, or take some steps into the restaurant business as a side gig and diversify my revenue streams, I guess. And I went to see 2 dark kitchens today, and apparently I might have to fly out of the country to see another business model that I might try to bring in from another country, which one of my buddies is currently having over at Guatemala. So I might actually go to Guatemala on Thursday and come back on Friday. I'm not sure yet. This is all up in the air. It just came out today when my friend came with me. He's like, oh man, I got to go to Guatemala to see this business. Do you want to come by and just check if we can bring it over to Mexico? And I'm like, oh yeah, why not, man? So still waiting on confirmation on whether or not that's going to happen. But, interesting to see, man. I think I'm going to be calling it a stream for tonight, guys. I mean, not really a lot going on the market. So, like I said, I want to take a chill for a couple days, just relax and try to get some, footing as to what I want to do, where I want things to go in general, and how I'm going to be investing my time overall, and what else I can do to make the channel grow as far as videos and, coming out with content and things of that nature. So with all of that said, we're going to be calling it a stream for tonight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like button on the sub. Join us on the Discord. Links have gone now. They're pinned at the top of the chat. And if you remember, all the information you're seeing here, it's given to you by a 3D imaginary wolf. So don't take advice from any 3D imaginary wolves, particularly wolves that wear glasses, a bandana, and a jacket. So, yeah. Remember, all the information is for entertainment and educational purpose only. Don't trade based on what you see here. We are just discussing ideas. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. And on that note, I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Until then.